Marvin, what a wonderful fact-finding report. There were a lot of facts in there. You had them right here on the screen too, which in my opinion, when you're delivering facts like this, it's always good to have some visual aids that we can kind of check. I don't like a lot of text on slides, but when I see it, I like very minimalist, and that's what you had here, is very minimalist, right? There was really only one or two little thoughts on a slide, so we didn't have to you didn't have a lot of people reading ahead and trying to squint at little text. Everything on the slide was very readable, even for a smallish computer. I was sitting all the way in the back, and I kind of had to look around. We have a projector, I believe. We may not have a screen. You might consider trying, though, in this room, now that we have it, to set up a screen or something like that if you're going to do reports like this for us in the future, and try the projector. Other than that, for the visuals, thought you did a great job. For the facts, you had really good ones. I was really, myself, having no experience with it, getting convinced that this was an excellent idea. A few things I'd like you to consider, though. I really feel like he was on the right path with his opening. $500 billion. Made me think of Dr. Evil. $500 billion. It was really a big number. The only problem with that is if you're talking to your managers or a group of business owners or somebody you're trying to convince about this particular subject, that number might not mean much to them specifically, the what's in it for me. If you are trying to convince someone with these facts to do something, I actually would have opened with the second number, $11,000 per person per year. That's what your business could save if you consider implementing telecommuting at your business. If I'm a business owner who has 20 employees, I can do that math. You're saying I can save $220,000. That's real money. That's money in my pocket. That's something I think would have really enhanced your opening. The other thing you might have considered is you clearly knew some of the objections to it, because when Scott threw it out there, you actually offered some advice and thinking on the facts that would be a detriment to why you would do this. I would have maybe actually addressed them, especially in a fact-finding report. I couldn't tell if you were trying to convince us of something or just deliver facts. It felt like you were trying to convince us. If you want to convince us, you need to address the objections in the report. If you're just delivering facts, you don't need to worry about it as much, but you do probably still want to have those facts in there. However, I want to credit you, because Scott and Paul both gave you things to think about that were a little bit from the opposite side of the aisle when it came to the thinking on this, and you addressed both of them really well with your answers. You're clearly very knowledgeable. With a fact-finding report, one of the most important things is that the person looks like they know what they're talking about. And it was very clear to me, Marvin, that you know what you're talking about. I feel like this report is already really good. If you're going to use it for other things, it could still get better. And I think you should feel free to deliver it again if it's something you're going to do again. Mr. General Evaluator.